get a B12 shot 4 times a year. And what they're going to do to save money, they're going to have a bunch of nurses and they're going to rent out a place like a gymnasium. And on such and such a date, everyone on Medicare has to show up. And what they're going to do, they'll line everybody up around the gym. They'll have the nurses spread out with their needles. They're going to tell everybody to turn around, drop their drawers, and give them a shot. Now they're going to call that program Obamacare in Detail. No, you don't have to. I want to share some things with you that are very simple and yet can be very profound. Let me give you a couple of instances. I have found that the greatest truths in life are very simple truths. All of you know the most famous formula in the world, E equals mc squared. All of you know it. It is there. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. But did you know that it is a wonderful thing? It is made simple, what I was going to say, very simple and yet incredibly profound. Did you know in the physical universe we only have 3 primary colors? Only 3. But look what Michelangelo and others have done with 3 primary colors. Did you know that in our world of numbers there are only 10 digits? Only 10. But look what Einstein and Isaac Newton did with 10 digits. If you have musical training, you understand that there are only 7 musical notes. Only 7. But look what Mozart and Beethoven did with 7 musical notes. Look what Lady Gaga has done with 2. And so I want to share some things with you that are very simple and yet very profound. I'm going to use the Socratic method of instruction here. The Socratic method of instruction. It's named after Socrates, the great Greek philosopher. But what he would do is ask people questions. He hoped it would cause them to move, to contemplate and ponder and move from one level of understanding to another, and maybe even a higher level of understanding. I have only 3 questions that I want you to consider this morning. The first one is, are you informed? Are you more informed about who you are? Are you more informed about what you do? Are you more informed about your relationships, your vocations, the situations and circumstances that you are in? Some of the best advice I ever received in my life, I received when I was 13 years old. Someone told me, when it comes to yourself, work on yourself harder than you work on anything else. Work on yourself, the trinity of man, mind, body, and soul. Dig the well deep. For the deeper you dig the well, the purer the water will be. And then the more you'll have to give to your family, to your community, to your country, and to your God. Are you becoming more informed? I tell you, everywhere I go, I try to become informed. I listened to this gentleman speak a while ago, and I learned some things about the Lions Club I did not know before. Very incredible, very inspirational, all the things that y'all have going on. I try to learn everywhere. Years ago, I was taking a motorcycle trip up to Branson, Missouri. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's a nice place. This was before the time of GPS locators and cell phones. I got lost. It's very easy to get lost in the Ozarks. It was getting late in the afternoon, and I saw this man walking a cow out on a barn. And so I pulled up and asked him for directions. He was real nice. He was actually milking the cow. He told me where I had gone wrong, told me how to get to where I needed to be, and I started to leave. And I said, "Sir, by the way, could you tell me what time it is?" And he said, "Hold on a minute." And he's sitting, now picture this, he's sitting beside this cow, and he puts his right hand under the cow's udder like this. And then he puts the left hand under like this, and he works it a little bit, bends over. He said, "It's 5:30. I have never seen anything like that in my life. I said, "Sir, I have 3 college degrees. I have traveled all over this world, but I have never seen anybody tell time like that. Would you please explain?" He said, "Well, it's easier to show you than tell you." He said, "Sit down." So I sat down on the stool beside that cow. He said, "Put your right hand under the cow's udder like that," and I did. He said, "Put your left hand under like that," and I did. He says, "Now get it balanced out." He said, "If you'll bend way over and look right under that udder, there's a clock on the wall. It's now 5:30. Are you more informed? Let me give you an example about the difference between a test and listening. I'm going to try, this teacher in me coming out. I want to give you a short little test. I want to tell you a story. It has a one-question test at the end of it, so you need to listen carefully. I want you to pretend that you're the bus driver, and this bus goes north. It goes north exactly 10 miles. Picture in your mind it goes north. It takes a right. It is going east. It goes exactly 9 miles. It takes another right. Now it's going south. It goes exactly 8 miles. It takes another right. It's going west. It's going exactly 7 miles. It takes one more right. It goes north again. It's going 6 miles. Now picture 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's the story. Here's the question. If you know the answer, please do not answer out loud. Please signify by the raising of your hand. Can anybody tell me the age of the bus driver? Oh. Okay, you can tell most of you have failed the test. I'm going to give them another shot at it. I want you to pretend that you're the bus driver, and this bus is going north, and it goes exactly 10 miles. And it takes a right, and it goes exactly 9 miles. It takes another right, and it goes exactly 8 miles. It takes another right, it's going 10, 9, 8. It goes 7 toward west, and then one last turn south, 6 miles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There's the story. Here's the question one more time. Please do not answer out loud. How many people now can tell me the age of the bus driver? A few more. Okay, for you LD people. Now, when I say LD, I mean listening disabled. I've said it third. This is third time. This is the first sentence of the story. Pretend that you are the bus driver. Third time. Here's the point I want to make. Most of you failed the test, but you can still learn the lesson. The lesson is you hear with your ears, but you observe with your mind. And I want to ask you, are you observing? The work you do in eyesight is a wonderful thing. But if you do not observe what you see and observe what you hear, what good is it going to do?